Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainers? So I'm coming out with another video. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video, okay? First, I wanted to get into, guys, Mehgan recently went live and did sort of like, I guess, a recap of the recaps that she's been seeing. And she feels as if Bianca's not as innocent as people are trying to make her seem.
Reviews talking about Team Bianca Bonnie. Unpopular opinion. I've been seeing all these Baddies reviews talking about Team Bianca Bonnie, and I'm like, this is why y'all bitches be falling out with y'all friends. Y'all don't be reading through the cracks and seeing through the lines. This is my theory. I don't really think Bianca and Mariah was really friends. I feel like Bianca used Mariah to get on Baddies. I don't have nothing against Bianca Bonnie, and I do remember her from Love and Hip Hop, but wasn't nobody checking for Bianca to be on Baddies. I feel like Bianca reached out to Mariah Lynn, and Mariah Lynn put a word in to get her on the show. I also feel like Bianca knew that Mariah and Sapphire was cool, but she wanted to come in and stamp the baddie name. So she came in on 15 with Sapphire to prove a point. And all these reviews are like, oh, well, Bianca stepped for Mariah. Bianca stepped for Mariah. I don't think they was really that cool. I feel like Mariah did Bianca the favor so that she could have an alliance in the house. It's nothing like feeling like somebody got your back in a house full of bitches that you don't know what's going to happen next. And as far as the Mariah Lynn and Asian doll fight, Mariah, I love you, but Asian beat you up. It's okay. We can't win them all. And I do commend you for not being a scary bitch. I love a bitch that's not scary, but Asian won the fight.
Now, this is what happens when you don't do your research, okay? Because if you look at the history between Bianca and Mariah, at one point they were friends, but they were never true friends, okay? And Mehgan, you need to worry about why you're a one-season wonder. Every show Mehgan appears on, it's only one season. Basketball Wives Orlando, canceled, one season. Notorious Queens, what happened to that show? One season. Baddies ATL even, half a season. She was barely on the full season. So it's like, you got, you know, we didn't figure that out, Mehgan. Why can't we last one season? Basketball Wives LA, one season. You get what I'm saying? Mehgan's the one season wonder, and it's okay, right? But I just feel like she's wrong about this because at the end of the day, if anybody was using anybody, it was Bianca. It was Mariah, because Mariah was using Bianca to be like a guard dog. Because last season we saw her get bullied and sort of tortured, so she wanted somebody who could really ride for her, sort of like how Suki tried to do with Sapphire and have that duo aspect. So that's why she wanted her on there as well. Plus, Bianca has shown plenty of proof about how Mariah was telling her about all these things that are going on and how she doesn't like Sapphire, how she feels alone, and how she's going to get her leak back. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that opinion I feel like is completely wrong. It don't even make any sense. It just doesn't. Okay? Now, Bianca, she goes, the show is over and I'm still being mentioned by I don't like me so much. Why is nobody still mentioning my name? Like, y'all really dead to me, non-existent. Then I see my name tagged the post by a whole bunch of bitches who don't like me. It don't make no sense. If you don't like me, then why speak on me? It's only getting me more followers and engagement. Matter of fact, keep it up. And then she said, and why am I being mentioned once again? I didn't even use Mariah to get on Baddies. Or I would have went to Baddies East auditions when she asked me to go on. I went on because she was my friend who was DMing from Jamaica, telling me everyone was turning on her. It's a horrible experience to not have all your real friends with people who can have good intentions for you while you on there. And I'm talking about Mariah, okay? Here's the thing, though, Bianca. You are on a reality show that gets millions of views. So you're subject to opinions. You could be subject to wrong opinions, like Mehgan's, but you're subject to opinions. So she has every right to, speak her wrong opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has the right to, like, kind of commentate on the show because, like, it's kind of what you signed up for, Bianca. So I'm kind of shocked that she's gagged at people, commentating on her. Now, where Bianca really lost me is when she tagged Mehgan and was sort of kind of like trying to prove her point to Mehgan. And so it's kind of like, who is Mehgan to you, Bianca? She's a former bad girl, don't get me wrong, but it's like you don't owe her an explanation. Anybody who's been following Bianca and Mariah's relationship and this whole baddie storyline, we kind of already know the tea. Like, Mariah is a snake, okay? Now, Bianca's a little bit of a snake as well, too, but I feel like Mariah's a python. And, Bianca's, a little bit of a slithery. But, Mariah, in my opinion, is a python. She tagged Mehgan and said, I would have never used this girl to get on this show. Natalie Lunn made that green light flick. Anyway, I pulled up, like I said, only for this girl because her face looked like this. It made me feel away because I was her real friend, not that TV weirdo friend y'all be on. I don't have to use anyone. I have my own motion in real life. If I was using her, I would have went on with her to Baddies East auditions like she asked me to go. And I said no. And I didn't even do no show based around only fighting because I've worked so hard to clean up my brand. I have a young king and cleaning up my brand. I have a young king and I'm raising. However, when my friend called and asked, I'll be there. Y'all don't even know the real tea of what's been really going on over there behind the scenes, but it's none of my business anymore. Okay? If you want to fade, I get a check. If you want to fade, I'll get a check. If you want to fade, I get a check. Okay? Let me tell y'all, these baddies do not know how to market. That would have been a shirt by now. It would have already been selling. No shade. Y'all need to hire me for marketing, bitch. I would have been had that bitch have shirts and beanies, okay? If you want to fade, give me a check. If you want to fade, give me a check, okay? Bianca was saying it like it was a goddamn voicemail. If you want to fade, give me a check. Bianca even went as far as providing receipts about how Mariah was kind of contacting her about what's been going on. And, a little bit, saying, oh my God, they're, the girls are getting me and everything. And she was basically communicating with her while she was in Jamaica and her man down, man down. Okay. When she was her man down era, she was fighting in the Jamaican Sea. She was texting Bianca, communicating with Bianca, telling Bianca what was really, really going on. Okay. One of the DMs read, because I'm signing too much shit, sis. He said, jumping-ish, I don't give a, especially when you're willing to give bitches one-on-one. And Mariah said, I was literally by myself with them too and thought I was gonna act sweet. And she said I was gonna come out when you guys was in NYC. Natalie hit me. Okay. So she's basically sort of proving that like without Mariah, she would have got on or not. Okay. Next, I wanted to get into, you guys, is Diamond. So Diamond did an interview and she talked a little bit about Tesehki calling her, clout chaser and that she does clown-ish.
Do some things for clout. Mm-hmm. How did you feel when you heard that?
I feel like a lot of these girls are very much hypocrites when it comes to me for some reason. Like literally everybody do everything for clout. Tia do shit for clout. Meatball do shit. Meatball's a whole Instagram clout personality, TikToker. Like that's her whole claim to fame. She get on short stomach. She do the like dancing. Yeah, got the wig.
Now that
down, set, height. She like that all fun.
Yeah, that was very animated when the first day when she was just hopping on the wig. That was a lot.
And she was sitting there bust out laughing, right? But when I do it, oh, she clout like, hey, we all do clout chasing. And we all do shit to go viral, and we all do the same shit. So like I said, people just hypocritical when it comes to me. For some reason, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Tesehki did say.
I agree 100%. I just feel like although Diamond was a clown for, Pop and Bianca, I feel like a lot of the girls tend to be over dramatic when it comes to Diamond because I feel like it's a little bit of underhanded jealousy. I'm sorry. I feel like the following that she already has coming into this, with or without Zeus, she gonna be straight. And a lot of the girls without Zeus, they're not gonna be straight. I mean, look at Scotty. Like, she's fucked without Zeus. It's just certain girls that it's like they're screwed without the network. So it's like Diamond's not in that boat. And I think a lot of them, they get bothered because they're like, damn, like she gonna be fine. But we need this. You know what I'm saying? So That's just what I think about that whole situation. And I also feel like she's right in regards to the whole Klaus situation, because that's literally what Meatball does. I seen a picture on Twitter of Meatball sucking a Subway sandwich. And I'm like, y'all got the nerve to talk about Diamond. Like, really? I'm talking about eating her boyfriend's Subway sandwich. Kissing on her nigga, all this type of stuff. For clicks and views. But y'all get on Diamond. Girl, bye. It just don't make sense to me. Now, it's some bad news. It's some sad news. Wet, you guys. Apparently, we all know that she got into it with Jocelyn. Now, she said, I will not be returning to Zeus Network. Please do not tag me anything pertaining to them. Do got room for me in Paris and London. And then she added Ray J. And she also added Tronics. Okay, so apparently they jumped Paris and London and they popped both of them. Okay, poor Wet. I mean, Wet is like a size of like my pinky. So for them to get on her that hard and for Jocelyn to get on her that hard, it's kind of like, really? Like, you could snap Wet in half, Jocelyn. Why would you even do that to her? And for Wet to have so much unwavering loyalty to Jocelyn and for her to turn on her like that, I'm kind of really disappointed in Jocelyn. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like, that's that one person that you shouldn't have touched. But with Jocelyn, and when it comes to the powdered donuts, nothing's off limits. Okay, she takes the bump, and somebody gonna get bumped upside the head. It doesn't matter. Now, Stunner Girl dropped her trailer to the Stunner Girls, okay, on her channel Red Run. Here's the thing. I ain't recapping it because that bitch Stunner like the threaten to strike channels and shit. So I don't got time. Okay? It's no shade. Right? The show looks like a lot of these other shows. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it was like, oh my god, this is groundbreaking TV, because it wasn't. The quality, I will say, was very nice in regards to certain footage that I saw in the trailer. But when it comes to the content in itself, it looked like a better quality, not as TV. Like, as much as Stunna talks about these networks, it looked like a better quality, not as TV. I'm sorry. Like, it really did. Like, they were fighting, tussling. Somebody was accused of doing powdered donuts. I think her name is Summer Bunny. Like, it was a lot of the same. But she looked great, though. That's all I will say. Now, Tesehki recently spoke on, Erica recently spoke on Tesehki, and Erica, y'all, just secured herself a storyline for season 6.
In the confessional, Tesehki was like, so far Diamond's a vibe, but we're trying to figure out if she's House B material, but I don't know, because House B don't be sneaking people. And like, that was confusing to me, because when they first linked up and Diamond and Body was they were talking about how Bianca was on Instagram saying she got jumped or whatever, and Tesehki was like, nobody touched her, and then she was like, well, except you, talking about Diamond and Body, and Diamond and Body was like, yep, I booped her, and Tesehki was like, yeah, high-fiving her. So I'm like, you high-fiving her about sneaking her, but then in the confessional, you like, oh, acting like you don't like the sneaking. Like, I don't know, I was confused. Like, I don't know, it's been a lot of confusion with Tesehki for me on this season. And I still like her. I think she's beautiful. She seems like she has a good personality, but it's like, this the second time where some stuff just wasn't adding up. Because y'all remember on the other review, I was talking about how she was saying she never said that she was drunk when she was talking to Jelly Bean and apologized at the casino. But then when they talked about it again on another episode, she was like, okay, I said I was drunk. And it's like, oh no, man. I don't know.
Shout out to Erica. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to her channel. I agree 100%. I'm sorry. It's facts. Like, this season, a lot of the girls are like weird. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, they say one thing and then they're doing a whole other in the confessional. And I'm like, why didn't you say that to her? Like, at least it would have been real. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And it really, this season made me side eye Tesehki a whole lot, because I just feel like she's not being authentic. Like, she's just keeping up a face for the girls, but then on confessional, she's really saying how she feels. Like, I don't think she likes Diamond and Body, and that's okay. We just want you to, be that on camera around her, not in the confessionals. That's what people are saying. And I hate when people are like, oh, y'all hating on it's not hating. It's just, it's factual. I don't get how our opinion on her and how she's acting on the show is hating. Like, y'all like we talking about her kids or something. Like, we talking about her on the show. Like, it's not that deep. I don't think it's that deep. Okay. Now, apparently, y'all, Karlissa might have got herself banned from Mr. Jason Lee. Apparently, she tried to slap Claudia.
On that list of individuals who's no longer eligible to be at any Hollywood Unlocked event because she showed up and tried to fight Claudia Jordan. Now, this is not that type of situation. I don't care what network you're on or what type of culture you're a part of, what your house look like or what your upbringing is. If you act like an animal, I'm going to keep you in a cage outside of my event. So when you Karlissa Southwold is now on that list of individuals who's no longer eligible to be at any Hollywood Unlocked event.
So apparently Claudia has said some things about Karlissa, and they've gotten into it a little bit online. So I guess that's why she tried to put her pause on Karlissa, because y'all know, Claudia was on Fox Soul. They used to, talk a little bit about Karlissa because she is in the news. So I guess Karlissa didn't really appreciate it. But Karlissa, you are too old to be fighting like a baddie. Like, why you think you could fight like a baddie? Okay, where was Callie? If you wanted the fade, you should have sent your daughter for the fade, not yourself. I'm just saying. Also, they dropped this Auntie podcast trailer, and not trailer, but sneak peek. Let me tell y'all something. The way that Tokyo read
guys,
Tia and Karlissa needs to be studied. She literally let them know why they're even sitting there with her. I gagged. I was like, oh. She started like that. She basically let them know, if it wasn't for this and if it wasn't for that, you guys wouldn't even be sitting here, which is true and it's facts. I'm just saying, okay? But you got to also read your own self, Tokyo, because had it not been for Black China, she wouldn't have been sitting there either, okay? Let me know what y'all think about some of these topics, and we're out, babies.
No personal thing.